Are you a humanimal, Mike?
I quit.
Okay. Well. So I'm pretty excited about this beer
Why?
because we're assuming, and
We are?
feel free to let me know. I'm assuming. I'm making an ass out of you
Oh, fair enough.
and me.
Wow.
Did you learn that in high school too?
No, I learned it in Silence of the Lambs.
Oh.
The book.
Oh, fair enough.
I read books.
Humble brag. So we have reviewed on this channel the Trillium and Veil collab called Adult Human. And then they also brewed Human Adult at the Veil. I have tried that. And then Trillium recently, last few months probably, right? They brewed a triple IPA version with oranges.
Blood orange.
Blood orange. Called Mature Adult Human.
Awesome.
And then I remember when that came out, I was saying to Mike, I was like, I wonder when the Veil counterpart is going to hit. And then Larry, this is courtesy of my buddy Larry. So all three of these videos, all those beers are courtesy of Larry. You're going to see 3 Veil videos. And he's like, oh, look at the to-go. I'm down here. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, this was just like, it's a Trillium Veil collab, like in that, I'm assuming it's got to be in that series. It has to be. Just because of like the label art and like just the name and stuff like that. So the label art's pretty awesome. It's, I'm going to do it on both cameras in case one dies. It's got like a, I notice we don't talk label art a lot.
No.
Like
only when we do Hoof-Hearted.
we haven't done those in like 2 years.
Been a
Almost
while.
a year.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that almost like a Joker thing, but it's got like a wolf thing going. But anyways, and I was saying like when is this coming out? And I looked on the thing, I was like, so the Veil just dropped this, and didn't tell anyone, I guess. But anyways, what is this, Mike?
On their January 26th.
Fuck my life.
Oh, for real? I'll read this while you go get a bottle opener. Yeah.
Why did that open and not hiss?
On the January 26th Facebook post says Humanimal is a brand new collaboration beer with at Trillium Brewing. It's a wild double IPA aged in red wine barrels for 15 months, re-fermented on guava puree. Good Lord. Big impressions of peach, musky guava, gummy candies with a pleasant tartness, 8% ABV. Oh, good Lord. That's nice and tart.
Yeah.
And it smells a little bit like fucking Mature Adult Human.
Yeah, actually, yeah. It has that
Yeah.
the like orange tartness. So we don't have Veil glasses. Well, we have a small Veil sample glass, but we figured these would be the
Whoopsie daisies.
we're using the other camera anyways, I think. So unless it fails. I said that last video and it did, so I guess we're gonna be using this one where you're gonna see that anyways. We got the Trillium this one. The Trillium champagne flutes that we got with the
These gorgeous fucking glasses we got around New Year's.
Yeah, exactly. And I figured this would be fitting. So this is 12.7 ounces, and I don't know how much to fill, so I'm gonna do that. I think. Okay.
Okay, and I'll just finish the bottle.
Yeah.
All we can do, Sean, is when you put your glass over here, and we'll just fill them up.
So
this part we don't have to have on the camera if you don't want.
I've had some very good sour IPAs from Trillium as of recent. They made one with lactose. What was it called? Something Skies, and it's delicious. I think I still have a can. But it was a sour. I don't know if it was just wild sour, or like the kettle sour. So I'm really curious to see how this comes out as this is a double IPA that's essentially been aging for a little over a year. But I'm imagining it's not going to have that many double IPA characteristics. This looks like peach juice, mango juice. Barely any head.
No, I mean we pour pretty gently though.
Yeah, barely any head. This looks like guava juice.
It certainly does. I mean, it really just looks like fresh squeezed, like citrus fruits. Honestly, just that. I mean, if you look at the very bottom here, you get a little bit of almost pulpiness.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, when you get that fresh squeezed juice, you almost see layers of murkiness. That's sort of what it looks like. It almost like guava kind of a juice.
It's gorgeous, and just like the way the light hits the bottom of this, I think and this glass helps too.
Yep.
The way the light hits the bottom of this glass is just It's elegant.
You and I both have a couple of these glasses. Pretty awesome.
They're fantastic. So you got a nose?
Yes, sir. I mean, good Lord, son.
We let this sit out for 20 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
Ish, yeah. Before we did another review. It's got that funky tartness, but it's got so much. The guava comes through. It's just a tropical fruit bomb with. I'm not getting the barrel yet, but
I'm not getting the barrel though. The tartness and the overwhelming guava juice is just wafting. It's hard to get anything else, honestly.
Yeah, you're just getting this that like obviously wild tartness with just it's almost smells like if I was going to compare it to a beer. What was the Cellar Maker collab with Trillium minus all like the tropical stuff?
Oh, I don't know what those called.
Escape Plan. And then there was another one that they had that wasn't a collab, but it was close to it was a close thing they had to Escape Plan. It was like a it was a permutation, remember?
Yeah, no, we talked about it, yeah.
It almost
on
has
camera.
that it almost has that vibe minus like the tropical coconut or the vanilla. But the way the fruits are coming through, that's immediately what my mind went to when I smelled like my mind didn't go to like a daily serving or like
no. This is closer to Escape Plan for sure. Yeah. If this had coconut in it, this might be like. Let's do this.
I'm already regretting only getting one bottle.
Oh,
Cheers.
Sure. Cheers. The palate is much punchier with the sour than the nose. The nose is so much more juice fruit.
The beginning of the hit of the palate is more juicier, but then as it comes over, it goes fucking tart. Like it
goes sour.
Tarts yourself up. I don't think that's a term, but I just made it up. Hashtag tart yourself up.
This has very little in common with an IPA.
100%.
You know, I've had wild IPAs that you see the relationship. If no one said wild IPA, wouldn't
you would just think this is a wild ale?
Wild ale, yeah.
Which,
I guess.
What are they doing?
Fair
right,
enough,
like it's
But I'm not getting like huge like hop infusions. I'm just getting guava. You know.
And you do get, as I drink it more, you let it swish around. I'm not getting red wine per se.
I'm not.
But I feel like almost maybe it's not all of the sourness that's making it kind of dry up quickly.
Oh, I think it's wood.
Maybe like wood or like the tannins.
Yeah.
Tanniny.
Well, I think the tannins come from the wood.
Yeah. But you're getting guava. You're getting this extremely pleasant sweetness as it first hits your palate, and then, as we said, it sours out, and then
it's almost like cherries.
Yeah.
Cherry that almost sour bitterness you get from cherries. It's almost like that in the finish. I don't know if that cherry is coming from the red wine. Sometimes with red wines I'll get like a cherry notes, you know.
It's gonna sound weird.
This beer is fucking weird. Anything you say is probably gonna make some sense.
Take a sip.
Nope. I refuse.
Swish it around, and then kind of click it against the back of your palate, and then swallow it. Do you get a split-second hint of almost some type of mint?
Almost like mint leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like super quick, and then it goes away.
Yeah. Interesting.
I was getting it when I first started sipping it, and I was like, that's weird. I got to keep seeing if I'm just going nuts.
Yeah, almost like mint or basil for a quick hint, and then it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very quick, though.
Yeah.
Good call. I would not have picked that out. But it's there.
Yeah, so weird. This is a really delicious beer. 8%.
It's a little powerful for
Yeah.
sour beer.
But barrel. Well, I guess no. They brewed a double IPA, so I guess that makes sense because this would not be everyone's jam. That's for sure.
No, this is a if you don't do really sour beer, this is not your jam.
Yeah. The interesting thing, I think, going from adult human to what we saw with mature adult human with the oranges, that did have a tartness to it.
Yeah, no, it really did. For sure. I had one a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it had a very, very pronounced tartness to it.
So if this was aged for 15 months in a bottle, they must have brewed it. Well, they must have brewed it probably a few weeks before that. But anyways, and they just released it now. Actually, no, it was aged for 15 months in a barrel, and then they bottled it. So
yes.
Either way, that's a lot of time. So I'm wondering if like they knew what they were going to do, or Trillium was like, they discussed mature adult human was going to come out before this. Before this, but they knew that this was going to be brewed. Obviously, it was brewed before mature adult human. That all makes sense. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe there is no method to their madness, and they just.
Yeah.
But I have to just conjecture.
Just connect some dots. Yeah. That it is quite good, but it is definitely for a certain crowd.
Yeah.
You know, this is not a Trillium, a normal Trillium sort of.
Yeah, or veiled. Yeah, sort of like This
is vaguely European, and it's overwhelming, strong kind of sour.
Yeah, and I love it.
Yeah, it's great. This is borderline world class.
Yeah,
it's right up there.
It drinks fantastic.
And it said it dries up real nice at the end, like you said. So like you get that big hint of sour, and just that tropical kind of flavor, and then it sort of dries up nicely.
Yeah.
It doesn't linger, pucker. It dries up nice.
And it does. And I think if you did add some coconut to this, like it would be an interesting.
I think it would take it to overwhelmingly world class level.
Yeah, to another level, because it almost does. If I could imagine what Escape Plan would have tasted like as a base sour,
sort of like
I would. That's what I would think. You know what I mean? Because when I first took a sip, I just thought like once the sour hit, I'm like. The coconut would have kind of like
rounding off.
Yeah, and that's not knocking the sourness. Like I love my puckering beers, but like that would just be a nice little round off. But
and it would sort of make it a little more commercially viable. Yeah. Accessible is a better word for it. Yeah, but it's delicious.
But they're brewing this for themselves at that point.
That's a fact.
So,
yeah.
And then good on you guys, because cheers to the Vale and Trillium for making this.
We're both fans of this.
I want to see where if this collaboration series keeps going, because. If I was now again, I'm not a brewer, I'm not anything like that, but this seems like a logical place to end it, I guess. You know what I mean?
I want immature adult human.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting. So we got a double IPA, triple IPA, this.
I sort of feel like immature adult human would have been something more wild. So maybe this is sort of the logical conclusion.
Or immature adult human is just a bonkers triple dry hopped
with lots of baby carrots.
Yeah, quadruple IPA.
Yeah,
but I think it has to stay in the IPA territory at least. So I guess really where are you going to go from here? I don't feel like you could go back to a regular IPA at that point.
No,
and I don't want to see a quad IPA, but that's just me. Biting your tongue.
No, maybe. Overall, great beer.
Fantastic beer. If you can get your hands on this, it's still available. We checked the site because we're looking for the full description. It's still available. If you're a sour fan, if you're wondering, get it. If you're not a sour fan, but you still love the Vale, you still have Trillium. I'm not saying this is a gateway beer to it. But...
It's not. No, it's not. Honestly, like something like Escape Plan is a gateway. This is not it.
Yeah, you're right.
If this is your first sour beer, you're gonna really fucking dislike it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone's first sour beer is like,
always.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments if you had this, and I want to hear if anyone else got the mint. That is interesting. And yeah, nerdsense.net, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if those are your things. Notification bell. And I'm Sean.
I'm Mike.
And this is Nerdsense.